It's what you do. Faith without your works is dead. 1 James. So many people say, but they don't do. And I was doing. And I felt good at what had done and was doing. Now, fifth take, it was bizarre. The wind was blowing hard, and the clouds were. It felt like I could jump up and touch them, and that was very mystical. What was happening in the ground? You could feel something in the ground, and then the wind was blowing, and I couldn't. I could see everybody. There were about 350 people that were around me on a hill, and the wind was blowing, and then I couldn't hear the wind, and I could feel the suctioning occur, and then it was probably more like 3 seconds. It felt like 5, but it was probably less than that, and then boom, it shot me out of my body. I saw the back side, not here, and then I was back. Then Jan Michelini runs over, and I remember looking at him, and all of a sudden I saw his hand blow up. Sparks came out. There was another shot that came down, and then I was in shock. And then so I was on a lot of medication until 2009 was my first surgery at Stanford. And then my second one was at Cleveland Clinic in 2014. And that saved me, saved my life. I died on the operating table. I've never told that, but I died. Dr. Gill and Dr. Griffin were my doctors. They witnessed it. They brought me back. But I was supposed to be here. But the reason why I brought that up is I felt incredible peace and love that's waiting for us.
When you died?
Yes. It was amazing. And I didn't, I had this, just hang on for a second. It was really calm. And then I saw the whole thing. It didn't hurt. The moment it was like taking an egg, cracking it, and then it just came out, and I was dead. I didn't have to breathe anymore. And I was looking at everybody running the room, and they were panicking. And they were doing stuff, but they were really scared.
Wow, you remember this?
No, I saw it. I watched the whole thing. And I watched everything. And then I saw them put the flaps on, and then when I came back, that's when it hurt. But I heard the horn go off. And it didn't hurt my ears. But it was like when I first met God, when he asked me to become an actor, I felt this great peace and love. The reason why I'm talking about it right now is because so many people don't have the peace. They don't have the love. And
when you had that out-of-body experience on the operating table, when you were revived, was there any time for feeling, oh man, I don't know if I want to go back? Or was it just all of a sudden snap of the finger and you're back?
There's an intelligence with the soul that's bizarre. It knows the distance when God lands in a room. Why that's significant? It just is. Your soul knows another language. So the moment I died, I could feel and understand this. Hang on a second. We've got this kind of a thing.
Okay.
But you're dead. It's all good. But on that side, it's like nothing. It's amazing, And I had an experience when I was doing the Passion, and Jesus visited me a couple times. It was pretty amazing. And one of them was, he was off the left side of my bed, and he was weeping. And it was extraordinary because I was so cold. I had a crucifix, the true cross in my left hand. It was chained around my wrist, and I was hypothermic, so I was always, it was over 90 degrees in the room, and I had tons and tons of clothes on, and I was shaking. And it hurt to shake because my shoulder was torn. And I looked over the left side of my bed, and there he was. And I didn't hesitate. I didn't go, oh my gosh, I'm having an apparition here. I just went, why is my Lord weeping? And I got on my bed and I put my arms around him. And I said, Lord, what's wrong? And he pointed to the ground. And on the ground were all of these cards, jacks, kings, and queens. No number cards, just jacks, kings, and queens. And they had all these face cards all over. And their faces were death faces. Jesus says, I am the vine, you are the branches. You live in me, live for eternal life, you know. But when the leaf separated from the tree, that was their death mask, right before they entered into hell. These people were giving incredible gifts all throughout time. And they started with 1 for me, 9 for God, 2 for me, 8 for God, and eventually 9 for me, 1 for God, and then all for me. This is how the game works. And I knew that he was telling me when I asked him, I don't want them to see me, I only want them to see you. I believe he was warning me. Do you understand that where this could go? Because there's going to be a version of you going to heaven, and then there's a version of you going to hell. And I said, I will never betray you. I know what Peter said. I've learned from them. I will not do that to you. So when you asked me earlier, you've done this, 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 this. Yes, those are good things. But you don't want to have a 0 in your life. 1 times 0 is 0. But so is 1,000,000,000 times 0. You lose everything. So it's a daily thing. And finish the race and finish it strong.
That's a great way to put it. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.